a wine review. So we'll chat about a couple different things, and then I hope you guys have a great evening. So, I've already poured it because, you know, I kind of couldn't wait. But today's wine is called Winking Owl. It is a California Cabernet Sauvignon. It is 12% alcohol by volume. I think a lot of you guys are sleeping on Aldi wine because you're like, oh, it's from Aldi, it's, you know, it's cheap, whatever. It is cheap. This bottle was less than $3, but it looks good. I don't know. I've had other wines from Aldi before and had no big issue with it. It's been fine. But I went ahead and opened it and poured a little bit, and I will get into a review of it. A little bit of information about the wine. This is from California. It is a semi-dry. It is medium-bodied, but it doesn't have like a harsh alcohol smell, which I would expect with cheap wine. I want to say this was, you know, it was less than $3 for the bottle. So I see people do this when they do wine reviews. I assume they know what they're doing. If you know why it is, leave it in the comments below because I've just seen it. I have no idea. I know that you're supposed to breathe in when you're drinking it because, you know, your taste buds pick up some stuff and, you know, whatever. I like wine. So, let's see. It's actually pretty good. I don't know about you, if you have, you know, certain wines that you like. I like cabs. That's kind of what I stick to. I might do a Shiraz or Shiraz. I might do a Merlot, but for the most part, I like Cabernets. It's just my thing. It's kind of why my blog's called Carbs and Cabernet. If you guys know, I have a 2.5-year-old and I also have a 6-month-old. And we've done this before with trying to potty train. And we weren't getting very far because my son was like, you know, I just don't want to do it. He's very strong-willed. Very strong-willed. So he just was like, you know, I'm not gonna do potty training. So he's gone as far as to use the bathroom in his diaper, take it off, clean himself, put the diaper in the trash can, or hand it to you, which is really, really lovely, and then put a new one on. Or sometimes he's even, you know, just taking off and just put a new one on without wiping himself. We have to talk to him about that. But I was like, you know what, we can't do this. So one of my girlfriends let me borrow her book, which is the Crap Potty Training, Everything Modern Parents Need to Know How to Do It Once and Do It Right. I have not read the book yet, but I'm feeling confident to open it because for the past week, we've been home. So I've had plenty of time to help potty train him, and I'm feeling confident that he's ready. Like, he gets it, he understands when his body has to go. So I'm going to open this book. I will keep you posted on it. Next subject. Yeah, that's good. So I have right here, earlier this year in January, I had a way back. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with golden birthdays. It's, you know, whatever day you were born, the year you were born, all this kind of stuff. So I decided to treat myself and buy a vintage piece from Louis Vuitton off this Facebook group. You know, I had it authenticated, all that good stuff before. And then I get the keep all. I love it. I realized it was in a little worse condition than what they described it to me as. So if you're ever buying, you know, from somewhere, be mindful of that. It was a keep all 50. And I'll do a review on this later. But my son and I were taking the train up to visit my parents. And I put the keep all on my shoulder and it snaps. And I'm like, it doesn't snap to where like the strap, it just broke. And I was like, okay, there's no way. I was like, I'm not super gluing this. It's a duffel bag. It's gonna break again. I have to get it fixed. I'm gonna go to Louis Vuitton and get it repaired. So in here, I have information from my repair. Now I got this done, let's see. It was at my local Louis Vuitton. I got this done on January 24th of this year, and I just got notification last week, which would have been like a week before, or 2 weeks before St. Patrick's Day, that it was finally ready. They told me about 6 to 8 weeks for repair. I'll do a full review on this later on when I get the bag, but since we're under quarantine, I have no idea when I'll go get my bag. And, you know, there's more things that are more important right now. But, so to give you a little detail of what happened, I went in, had a wonderful essay. His name is Ryan. And, you know, you go in, you get the nice drinks, they sit down. I brought the whole family in there. You know, I gave him the bag, he took it back, he checked it out for me. And then he came back and told me how much it was going to be. And I was like, oof, okay. You know, and so, you know, he did all the paperwork. I signed a couple things. He said, you know, it'll go to Paris to be fixed, or France. They say Paris, but I'm pretty sure it's just somewhere in France. I doubt it's, you know, everything's in Paris. You know, being realistic. But, you know, he took it away. We got some drinks to go, and, you know, we continued our day at the mall. But if you are interested in knowing, you know, price of things, I know cost of certain things, especially luxury items, is taboo for a lot of reasons with people. So, you know, if you want to know, you know, I'll link my Instagram, just DM me about it. I'll give you all the price details or whatever, or I might leave it in on the info sheet. I don't know. But, so what I had done is I had a new strap, because that strap was garbage. And the person that sold it to me, they were like, oh, it's structurally sound. Yeah, I don't know what structure they're living under. And I had to change all the leather out. So I kind of like that with Louis bags, because, you know, you get something and it's pretty much a bag for life. For the most part. You know, if you're buying vintage, like the newer stuff, my Keep All 55 is from 2019. So we'll see how it fares. I use it a lot because I travel and go back for places a lot. So far it looks pretty good. But with the vintage pieces, you just trade out that leather every now and then. You have a pretty much brand new bag. And when I get this bag, it's going to be a brand new bag. But you might be wondering why I have this bag over here in the background. Before then, store refill. So it does have a little bit of fizz in it when I'm pouring it. Yeah, I don't know if that's like a turn off for some people, but I guess it's just because of what's in it. So, this right here is a Louis Vuitton Speedy 35. They say it's like vintage, but I don't think it's vintage. Vintage is actually, I want to say 20 or 30 years. If I look at my date code, it's MB0011, so that is the first week or first month of 2001. So 2001 is 2020 now. That would make it 19 years old. So it's almost vintage. I would say it's the older model. Speedy, but I'll tell you why I have this out. So I've always wanted a Speedy bandolier. My Speedy 30 is a bandolier version, and I have a 25 that's in both versions. But this 35 is my favorite because I carry a crap ton of things with me, and this is just beautiful. Now, this bag I got was actually the bag that started it all. This was my first ever Louis Vuitton piece. I got it used. Well, they call it pre-loved, but it's used. Someone else got it. They got tired of it. They sold it for a great price, and I snatched it up. So it's in great condition though. A classic Speedy just doesn't fit my lifestyle. I use my 30 way more often, and I have, you know, the strap with it. I can just throw it over and just go. I have the Damier Bin version, so I don't have to worry about, you know, rain or anything like that because it's a treated leather. I am going to take this purse and I'm going to turn it into one that can be used with a strap. So, because I was on Poshmark and I was looking at purses, and one girl had a purse just like mine, but she dyed the leather all black, and she had inserted little holder things and then put a strap with it. And I was like, I would use this purse a lot more if it had a strap. I'm going to dye the leather black on this bag. I'm going to redo the hardware, so insert hardware here, or I might even find a way to insert a strap over here to kind of reinforce it so the canvas doesn't, you know, snap or something. And I'm going to turn this classic Speedy 35 into a bandolier version. So, side note, it's one continuous piece of canvas. Kind of if you're sitting there and wondering why is one side upside down and one side is right side up, it's one piece of canvas. And then two different ones on either side. But that's what my project's gonna be. What I did is I bought supplies off of Amazon to repurpose that bag. You know, it's an older bag. I'm not too worried if it gets messed up, you know, and it'll kind of be like a cool conversation piece because someone will be like, hey, that looks like a Speedy bandolier, but it's not. What did you do? And I'll say, well, let me tell you. And, you know, so like, you know, I can tell someone about the bag, you know, and kind of, you know, if they want to try it themselves. You know, I can't say the results that you're going to get because I don't know. I haven't done it with mine either, but it's something cool to do. What else am I going to do with this time? I can't go pick up my bag that I got serviced. Let me find a new bag. And, you know, and caution note, if, you know, by altering this bag, I realize that Louis Vuitton will not touch it ever if something needs to be done because it's considered an altered bag. This is just fun for me. It was nice, but it must come to an end. So, guys, thanks for tuning in a little bit with me. I hope you have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day, whatever time of the day it is you're looking at this. And until next time, I hope your wine is stronger than your kids. Bye, guys.